And now, World Improv proudly presents Community Court.
When two parties cannot solve a dispute, community court is there to solve the problem. See?
All rise for the most honorable Judge Ruslan Fedotenko.
Yes, it's great to be here, Bailiff Cliff. And normally, as you know, when you see me walk down hall, I only do court case on Thursday, but I want to help, do something special for Kenneth since he bought me 2 bottles of vodka last week.
Yeah, he's a good man.
He's a good guy. So, anyway, Cliff, first time I sit in courtroom with you, and you look like a handsome man. I can see why.
Thank you.
Oh. Is that Junior, the famous Junior baby?
Yep. He stays here in the courtroom at all times.
Oh, he sleep here. He don't go home with Kenneth?
No. Well, actually, Judge Vicarro, he sleeps in the courtroom too.
Oh.
Yeah.
He has beautiful apartment behind the bench, or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of makes a nest out of blankets and newspaper.
Oh, underneath table here.
Yes.
Oh, it looks great. It saves money. He's a smart man.
Yeah. That's why he does it.
Yes, Junior, you maybe need eyedropper of vodka under tongue you sleep.
Judge, that's not legal.
Oh, in my country, no problem.
Yeah, well, we're not in your country right now.
Okay.
This is the United States of America.
That is
My
true.
God.
Well, that's great. That's perfect. That's why I'm here to, instill a little bit of common sense into our justice system here.
Mm.
And we have a very important case here because back in Russia, we play football, NFL football. We play normal, yes, Junior. We play, as Americans call, soccer football. But we have important case for American football, and that is the NFL Players Union is suing. I can see you are a big, powerful woman. Danny, a 650-pound female inside linebacker. Yes, she's big. Don't let sit on you, Junior. To try to get into NFL. And what you are saying, Mr. Jack Johnson from the NFL Players Union, that is too big, too strong of a lady to not be fair to play in NFL. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
So are you trying to keep her from draft? Is that what you try to?
Yeah, that's exactly. We're trying to keep our players safe, trying to maintain a safe work environment for everyone on the field, and a large, overgrown brute like Danny here, we feel would be dangerous and could injure some of our star players.
Danny, look at your paperwork here. You have impressive college career. Pop Warner Pee Wee as well career, and it looks like, why is there a problem? What have you done? Anything wrong besides being 650 pounds and run a 4.40 in 4.1 seconds?
I haven't done anything wrong. I worked hard. For this build. I've got estrogen, not testosterone, but I proved that estrogen can beat testosterone. I proved that I can eat like a man. I can eat 650 pounds worth of meat like a man.
What kind of meat do you like? Do you eat borscht, or what such things do you eat to get so big?
Steak, lots of steak, filet mignon specifically. I like the bacon wrapped around it. It marinates the steak just the way I want it. Because taste is really why we eat. That's why I'm 650 pounds. I like food, and I like hitting men because.
And I just want to point. I think it's statements like that right there that she likes hitting men that give us pause. Someone 650 pounds, 4.4140. If you just work out the physics of that is an incredible amount of energy. Just about twice the amount of energy, if not more, than you'd see from any of our normal players. And frankly, we're worried about on-field explosions.
Yes,
that's one of our major concerns.
I see that in your complaint there, Mr. Johnson, that you cite the mass of her hitting somebody, perhaps a kicker, a punter, at with a 4.1440 speed at 650 pounds is similar.
And you got to keep in mind those kickers and punters; those are little scrawny white guys. I mean, they can't handle that kind of abuse.
That's well, I can see here that the force factor that you've calculated is similar to a 13,000-pound bunker buster bomb from military, correct?
Oh, that is correct.
Well, Danny, have you ever hurt a player before in your career?
Yeah, I've hurt several players. Can't even count them. I've written my many apologies. Sent letters to their homes. But the fact is, this is football, not pansy ball. This is America going out and kicking the crap out of each other because that's what we like to do. Because this is football. This is football, not pansy ball. So maybe you should play pansy ball.
That is good point, Mr. Johnson. I mean,
Sorry.
it is a violent sport. I watch on Sunday and see that it is not pansy ball.
Well, I mean, this is I think a problem that we have here in the National Football League that we're trying to change. I mean, this is a softer, gentler, kinder, gentler National Football League. See, you're not going to see any more videos like jacked up of just big hits. We're trying to keep everybody safe, trying to wide receivers. You're allowed to run over the middle now, and if somebody gives you a two-hand touch, you can just fall over. There's not going to be any more injuries. We're wiping out concussions one player at a time.
Oh, so this is more of preventative marketing in order to make the image of the game better?
Exactly. Just like in October, how we just wear pink so everyone knows that we support women's issues. You know, we are a softer, kinder, gentler National Football League.
But that is a very important statement you make there, Mr. Johnson. I can understand trying to rebrand NFL, but why should she not make a 15 million, 16 million a year as a dominant inside linebacker?
Well, frankly, because if she's doing her job, she's going to be depriving, offensive linemen, running backs, quarterbacks, punters, kickers of their way to make a living because she's just too darn big.
So you're saying that by her playing, the other hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts within NFL are in trouble because players get hurt and they won't play.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, Danny, I think it is wonderful that you have written letters of apology. But I mean, that's not going to unparalyze those poor gentlemen.
Yeah, sorry, sorry that you're paralyzed, but maybe you shouldn't be playing football if you're a pansy and you're going to be crippled that easy,
That is a good point, Danny. You know what risk you take. Yes, Junior. You know what risk you take to play football.
You do.
And perhaps, though, with a big contract, maybe you can send a paycheck, maybe reimbursement to every player you paralyze. So
Absolutely. I would be happy to reimburse them.
okay, but Mr. Johnson, if the rule change, if Danny get drafted still, but does not decide to hit, but maybe just kiss every player that comes across the middle or quarterback or punter foot.
Now, I'm sorry, Judge. You're saying just because she is a woman, she's going to kiss players? Now that sounds sexist to me.
Well, we see, I don't know rules so much, but I see every Sunday these girls with pom-poms jumping around, and they always date the players, so I'm assuming the same thing. Every woman on field kiss football player.
No, that is not the case. Those are what are known as cheerleaders. They are a social reward for the players. I mean, this is not officially sanctioned. They just decide that amongst themselves. I just want to make that very, very clear. It's a social stratification where we have cheerleaders. They're kind of at the apex along with the players, so naturally they join up together.
So, Mr. Johnson, do cheerleader make 15 million per season as well?
Oh, no, they're all volunteers.
Oh. So, Danny, you would not want to volunteer to kick leg, moose pom-pom, and to socially engage with player that way?
I don't know why I would waste my time with kicking my legs when I could be kicking people in the face. I'm hearing a lot of sexist stuff all around the board here. Women aren't softer and gentler, sir. As you can see by my 650 pounds of kick into the butt, you should know that women are kind of changing the polls. look at Beyonce. Take a minute and look at Beyonce. She could kick the crap out of a lot of you guys.
Yeah. She has some very big thighs.
Yes, she does, and those are fierce thighs. Cheerleaders they're grossly underpaid. And I feel bad for them, but I kiss them too. I like kissing the cheerleaders. Everyone likes kissing the cheerleaders.
Danny, would you do anything else if you didn't play football?
Well, I did really well in physics in college. So I guess I'd be a physicist or something.
I think that should be proof enough that you know how dangerous you are. You can do the math. 1/2 mv squared. P equals mv.
Look, I just don't understand why me being an awesome football player.
I've heard enough here. It's not. Oh, here's what I'm going to reward, and that is you give $200 million contract to Danny, and she worked the physics to not kill player.
Stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. And make sure to give the Wincast your suggestions during the break on what topic Shabazz should swing a bat at. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.